TikTok CEO to highlight data security in testimony to Congress. Let's cover it.
This morning, TikTok CEO will make his first ever appearance on Capitol Hill.
Yeah,
Today's
I wanted to
House
know what this
hearing on
motherfucker
online
looked like
safety
too. I'm
comes
not
as
gonna
the video
lie.
sharing app faces intense
Son of a
scrutiny,
bitch.
with some lawmakers proposing a complete ban. A new CBS News poll shows 61% of those surveyed favor a ban, but that number is smallest among young people who are more likely to use TikTok. Still, 56% consider the platform a potential national security risk. Nicole Killian joins us from the hearing room. Nicole, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Vlad, TikTok CEO insists his platform is safe and warns any attempts to ban it could hurt businesses and the U.S. economy.
Hi, everyone. It's Show here.
Today, the chief executive of TikTok will tout the platform's 150 million users.
That's almost half of the U.S. coming to TikTok.
And address lawmaker concerns about national security.
Bro, I feel like this dude got rolled out of a lab. His background is like from Goldman Sachs and shit. But like, I'm not even kidding. Like, he is like, you've never heard of him. You've never seen him. Okay. Out of nowhere, he comes in. He's just like, he's very good. No, I don't think he has a Zuckerberg cadence. I think he's way more personable than Zuckerberg, which is why I think which is why I get a disingenuous feeling. Like, Zuckerberg is just a lizard person. Okay. Literal industry plant. Yeah. Yeah, he's got industry plant energy for sure.
Shozi Chu tells the House Energy and Commerce Committee.
Like, these motherfuckers they're upgrading, I think. You know, like the first version was Zuckerberg, and this is like the upgraded version. Now they just like actually are impossible to distinguish from, like, you know, like a real human CEO. It's weird, man.
Its parent company, ByteDance, which is based in Beijing, is not owned or controlled by the Chinese government.
Oh, okay.
And he outlines a plan to set up a new firewall to seal off protected U.S. user data from unauthorized foreign access.
We don't want this data in the hands of the Chinese Communist Party, period.
Chu's testimony
Hell yeah,
comes amid
brother.
bipartisan calls to restrict
Only
the video
the
sharing
NSA,
platform
baby.
or ban it altogether.
You're not ready to go as far as a ban.
We need to have all options on the table. Why this is so important to me is because I've got nieces, I've got nephews. I know incredible content creators that are out there. We as a country need to make sure that we are all safe.
In December, ByteDance admitted that employees access the data of American TikTok users, including journalists and some of their contacts. President Biden signed a law banning the app on government devices over spying concerns and has called on ByteDance to divest from TikTok to avoid a U.S. ban. But the company says it doesn't solve the problem.
It comes down to, who really controls this company.
We were brought out by TikTok to come to D.C. and tell our stories.
Ahead of the hearing, TikTok has stepped up its lobbying efforts and paid for a group of creators to come advocate in Washington.
If the app were shut down, it would be detrimental, of course, for me and my business.
TikTok is one of the most downloaded apps, outpacing rivals like Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook, and it's used by a lot of young people. So
Yeah, there you go. No, that's it. That's the main reason. That's literally it. Like, this entire conversation is not about TikTok. It's every social media application. But of course, we're having it on about TikTok because it's owned by scary communism. Okay? And that's it. They're literally like, we don't want the scary commie man to have all of this information. Only NSA, please. That's it. And it wouldn't be shocking to me if Facebook ends up like sweeping it, and like that's the ultimate goal or some shit. You know what I mean? Now, I have two different opinions on this though. Like one of the because I see the other side of it too. Because like TikTok, just like all of the other social media platforms, are like very harmful, uniquely harmful because it's like unshackled in many ways. The content is structured in a way where it just like really lends itself to right-wing reactionary agitated propaganda. It's just like it's brainwashing people. People believe in like dumbass nonsensical conspiracy theories. It certainly plays a role in that. Yeah. So I do feel like there's a decent argument as to why it should be heavily regulated. And obviously you can't really do that. So you can just like threaten it to self-regulate, I guess, which would be better.
In today's hearing, Chu will likely face a lot of pressing questions from lawmakers about what TikTok is doing to keep kids safe. Tony?
Yeah, this was also an interest of the Trump administration as well. So now this is the second presidential administration to look at TikTok very hard. Nicole, thank you very much.
Let me start by addressing.
It's funny because like it's like it's just, this is such a stupid fucking back and forth because everyone that watches this goes, well, I like TikTok and I don't see, radicalizing bullshit on my timeline. Like, how dare you? And then the other side is like, well, I don't like TikTok and I don't use it, or I do use it and I still don't like TikTok, so it should be banned. Which is an understandable opinion to have. The reason why I have the opinion that I have is because, well, I'm a content creator on social media. I see the impact of social media on the youth, the impact of social media on the older generations. And TikTok does present a scary amount of power, not because like the Chinese government can access your information, but because it has like literal brain control. Literal mind control capabilities. The algorithm is incredibly powerful, and I personally think that you could technically use it to really sway people in a certain way. Metaphorical mind control? No, I mean like literal mind control, man. Actually, you are not a brain, and you're not a brain broken boomer. Yeah, it's just like, it's so fucking good. Anyway, Silicon Valley social media giants couldn't compete with TikTok, so now they're using their bot politicians to force it out of business with fabricated hysterical claims about national security. And of course, everyone in the Western media class applauds with glee. Yeah. I mean, this is the take. It's true. These are the same people who claim the free market and competition are sacrosanct, as well as conservative creeps who have been whining incessantly about online censorship as they cheer on the banning of an entire social media platform. They can't compete, so they ban. This is true. China does America shit better than America. Okay? That's it. Whenever people fucking say, oh my God, I can't believe like there was a politician that said in the hearings, like, China doesn't believe in like the American values of freedom. I'm like, dude, China doesn't believe it. That's why China doesn't have TikTok. It has Douyin, owned by the same fucking company. So yeah, you're right. But TikTok is just America. It's as America as it fucking gets, dog. Okay? That's it.
Addressing a few misconceptions about ByteDance, of which we are a subsidiary. ByteDance is not owned or controlled by the Chinese government. It's a private company. 60% of the company is owned by global institutional investors. 20% is owned by the founder, and 20% owned by employees around the world. ByteDance has 5 board members. 3 of them are American. Now, TikTok itself is not available in mainland China. We're headquartered in Los Angeles and in Singapore, and we have 7,000 employees in the US today. Still, we have heard important concerns about the potential for unwanted foreign access to US data and potential manipulation of the TikTok US ecosystem. Our approach has never been to dismiss or trivialize any of these concerns. We have addressed them with real action. Now, that's what we've been doing for the last 2 years, building what amounts to a firewall.
TikTok exec is telling the complete truth when he says their data collection is in line with industry standards, and all of these data collectors sell our shit to anyone who wants it anyway, so who gives a fuck? That's not what this is about. Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you upset that the Chinese government has a direct way to get your information instead of through a corporate subsidiary where they pay a markup? Oh no. Like, oh no. What the fuck are you talking about? Like this idea that like, oh my God, TikTok has access to like such high level detailed information. Like, shut the fuck up. Every single social media is doing this. The irony is what TikTok is currently trying to do, what ByteDance is currently trying to do with like Oracle, to basically put the data storage in the hands of like a US corporation that everybody trusts in fucking Austin, Texas, is the exact same thing that they would do if TikTok was sold to another fucking American company. They will still end up paying either Oracle now, or they'll pay another company that owns TikTok to get the same data. That's it. That's literally it. That's it. There's no... You just want to add, like, I guess, another middleman to drive up the price of that same data a little bit. You know what I mean? That's it. TikTok even said, we do not sell data to a data broker like others, and we never will if you make it so we can't with legislation, which was kind of based.
That seals off protected U.S. user data from unauthorized foreign access. The bottom line is this. American data stored on American soil by an American company, overseen by American personnel. We call this initiative Project Texas. That's where Oracle is headquartered. Today, US TikTok data is stored by default in Oracle servers. Only vetted personnel.
Do you actually believe that? Wait, do I actually believe what? Do I believe that the Chinese government has access to this information? Yes. Do I believe that the Chinese government will have access to this information, whether it's stored by Oracle or whether it's owned by a different company? Also, yes. Are you silly? Do you think Amazon is not collecting information on you right now as you sit in the chat? It's so stupid. The only reason why they want it to be sold is because they want it to be sold to an American company. That's it. They want to know, they know how fucking how powerful TikTok can be, and that's scary. They know how good it is for commerce, and they know how good it is as far as like social media platforms goes. They know how dominating it is, and that's it. It's not like some real fucking national security concern with respect to data. You're an American, brother. All your data is already out there.
Operating in a new company called TikTok US Data Security can control access to this data. Now, additionally, we have plans for this company to report to an independent American board with strong security credentials.
Are you aware of Chinese Communist Party leader Chairman Xi Jinping's comments in May 2021 during a...
I love this. It's going to make my blood boil. Do not come after my mans, okay? Don't come after Top Xi. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Communist Politburo study session where he instructed colleagues to target different countries, different audiences with short form video. Are you aware of these comments? Yes or no?
Congressman, I'm not aware of these comments.
Okay. Well, and as was pointed out by Chair...
Okay, to be... Oh, no! This Florida woman has a "Don't Tread on Me" sticker on her iPad talking about fucking censoring free speech and stopping free commerce. That iPad was made in China! There's so many parts of this that's hilarious.
Woman Rogers, you have regular contact with Chinese Communist Party Secretary, Mr. Zhang Fuping, who is your boss at ByteDance, correct?
No.
No.
No, he's neither my boss, nor do we have frequent contact.
But you have regular contact with ByteDance?
With the CEO of ByteDance.
Who is... Mr. Zhang Fuping is the editor-in-chief.
He's not.
My colleague, Representative Burgess, a few minutes ago exposed that TikTok and ByteDance share legal teams. You confirmed this, correct?
Our general counsel is an American lawyer, veteran of Microsoft.
Also, my colleague, Representative Latta, confirmed that your parent company, ByteDance, currently can access user data. Yes?
We have to be more specific.
Yes.
After Project Texas, no.
I'm not asking after Project Texas, I'm asking now. Yes.
Some user data is public data, Congresswoman, which means everybody can search.
What's interesting to me is that you have used the word transparency over a half a dozen times in your opening testimony and subsequently again in your answers to my colleagues. Yet the interesting thing to me is that ByteDance, your parent company, has gone out of their way to hide an airbrush corporate structure ties to the CCP, the company's founder, and their activities. You can look no further than the fact that ByteDance website has been...
It's a Chinese company. Of course, it's like it's a CCP. Yeah. I like, this is so stupid. Yeah. Yeah, they are beholden to the Chinese government.
Scrubbed. In fact, we found web pages from the Beijing Internet Association, the industry association charged with Communist Party building work of internet companies in Beijing. They have been archived, but since deleted. Makes you kind of wonder why. Yes or no, ByteDance is required to have a member of the Chinese government on its board with veto power. Is that correct?
No, that is not correct. ByteDance owns some Chinese businesses, and you're talking about a very special subsidiary that is for Chinese business licensing.
Mr. Shou, I'm going to have to move on. You've said repeatedly.
She's like, well, you're not giving me what I wanted, so I'm going to have to move on, Mr. Shou. Like, what do you mean? What the fuck? Yo, is it me or does he seem kind of cool? They really did make him in a lab. It's working. Yes. That's why I said it, because I watched pieces of this and I thought to myself, this guy's supposed to be a fucking freak. You know what I mean? He's a CEO of TikTok. There's no shot he's not a robot, right? And he actually seems personable in that fucking meeting, which means it's working. Quite a mix of patches from the store she bought her laptop sticker from. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Ultra MAGA, don't fuck around. I'm willing to bet a lot of these are, I assume these are not made in the US, right? These are made in China as well.
That there is no threat, that this is a platform for entertainment and for fun. I have to ask you then, if there is no threat to Americans, if there is no threat to our data, privacy, security, why did an internal memo from TikTok corporate headquarters explicitly coach senior management to, quote, downplay the parent company ByteDance? Why would they say...
What do you mean? This literal meeting is the reason why. What? Because you're a fucking... Like, no, that's it. But I wonder why they said, hey, make sure these dumb American hogs know that TikTok is not Chinese. That's it. Yeah.
Downplay the China Association and downplay AI. This is from an internal memo from your company. Why, if you had nothing to hide, would you need to downplay the association with ByteDance in China?
Congressman, I have not seen this memo.
You can't answer that question. Mr. Shou, I'd like to direct your attention to the screen for a short video, if you don't mind.
Yeah, good thing YouTube never has this. Good thing American-owned companies like YouTube and Twitter and Facebook don't make memes like this. Bro, my entire YouTube Shorts feed is GunTubers. I watched one fucking Mohsin Ganat, however you fucking say it, video, and now my entire YouTube short feed is literally showing me how to fucking load this goddamn rifle one bullet at a time if I want to. It's like, why? I don't need to know this. There will never be a moment in my life where I need to know how to do this. But they're playing it again.
Mr. Shou, that video was posted 41 days ago. As you can see, it is captioned me as F at the House Energy and Commerce Committee on March 23rd of this year. This video was posted before this hearing was publicly noticed. I think that's a very interesting point to raise. But more concerning is the fact that it names this chairwoman by name. Your own community guidelines state that you have a firm stance against enabling violence on or off TikTok. We do not allow people...
I hate that she's right on this. If we're going to talk about moderation on TikTok, it's too heavy-handed with automated processes, and there is not enough real human moderation happening. It's terrible on both fronts. It's sometimes too heavy-handed when it's like people like myself, and it's literally not enough when it comes to like some of the most unhinged shit.
People to use our platform to...
So like any other social media? No, TikTok's a bit worse. Because it's more successful and more powerful, I would even go so far as to say it's more successful and more powerful than other social media platforms, kind of because they don't have moderation. But I know it's like it's almost impossible, I know. But you know, it's not making that point in good faith. Yeah, of course.
To threaten or incite violence or to promote violent extremist organizations, individuals, or acts. When there is a threat to public safety or an account is used to promote or glorify off-platform violence, we ban the account. This video has been up for 41 days. It is a direct threat to the chairwoman of this committee, the people in this room, and yet it still remains on the platform. And you expect us to believe that you are capable of maintaining the data security, privacy, and security of 150 million Americans where you can't even protect the people in this room? I think that is a blatant display of how vulnerable people who use TikTok are. You couldn't take action after 41 days when a clear...
Bro. Oh my God. Having this happen in front of an iPad with a Gadsden flag on it is so funny. Like, I've never seen these fucking vultures, these lecherous demons, turn around and make this argument about an American-owned company as it pertains to right-wing violence and right-wing radicalization happening all the time. They literally do the exact opposite argument. That is bananas to me. Me as fuck at the House Energy Commerce Committee on 3/23/2023 is the most blatant Fed posting I've ever seen in my life. No shot. Oh yeah. Oh, that part I already forgot to mention. Yeah. Like that shit's been on for 41 days. Like that's Fed posting for sure. If the public didn't know, I wonder which lobbying groups with knowledge of this meeting might have posted and set this up as a trap. That's also valid. But it is weird to see a fucking Florida woman with a Gadsden flag on her iPad cry about incitement of violence and gun tube videos. It's like everything that you're signaling is in defense of all of the things you would normally get upset at, but it's done at Chinese companies, so you're like using it as a talking point.
Threat, a very violent threat to the chairwoman of this committee and the members of this committee was posted on your platform. You damn well know that you cannot protect the data and security of this committee or the 150 million users of your app because it is an extension of the CCP. And with that, I yield back.
Can I respond, Chair?
No, we're going to move on. Lady yields back. Yield to the lady from Arizona, Ms. Lesko, for 5 minutes.
Do you agree that the Chinese government has persecuted the Uyghur population? What the fuck?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Chu, do you...
Oh my God. I want multipolarity so bad. I want it, dude. I want to have like this level of deep insight and investigation by the Chinese government into like an American company in China. And I want them to fucking ask questions like, do you think why do you justify the Iraq war? TikTok is personally doing cultural genocide in Xinjiang. Why don't you address this? Yeah. It's such a funny take because, again, it literally doesn't exist in China. So, like, asking the American CEO of the American fucking company that is owned by a Chinese company how they feel about the Uyghur population and its persecution is hilarious. It's like if they had me on a fucking congressional hearing, they were like, what do you think about the Armenian genocide? Like, what? What? I've never, what?
Do you agree that the Chinese government has persecuted the Uyghur population?
Congresswoman, if you use our app and you open it, you will find our users who give all sorts of content.
That's not my question. My question is, do you agree that the Chinese government has persecuted the Uyghur population?
While it's deeply concerning to hear about all accounts of human rights abuse, my role here is to explain what our platform does on this.
It's a pretty easy question. Do you agree that the Chinese government has persecuted the Uyghur population?
Congresswoman, I'm here to describe TikTok and what we do as a platform. And as a platform, we allow our users to freely express their views on this issue and any other issue that matters to them.
Well, you didn't answer the question. Earlier today, Chairman Rogers asked you, and I quote, have any moderation tools been used to remove content associated with the Uyghur genocide, yes or no? Your answer, we do not remove that kind of content. Yet, in 2019, TikTok suspended the account of Feroza Aziz, an American 17-year-old, after she put out a video about the Uyghur genocide. So your answer, sir, does not align with history.
That particular case was a mismoderation. I believe that video had a picture of Osama bin Laden, so we thought it was content that was inappropriate.
Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if they did do that. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they just like straight up ripped any kind of fucking Uyghur population related media. Okay, but having said that, it's an American app for Americans and for the Western world. It's not like it's in China. They don't give a fuck. They remove almost anything genocide related unless you are super beating around the bush. Yeah, exactly. I saw someone kicking a dog on YouTube. Susan or the NFT guy are going to jail. Stronger. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up. That was a different post that they banned.
I can get back on the specifics, yes.
My next question. India banned the use of TikTok in their country in 2020. New Zealand has banned the installation of TikTok on devices connected to the country's parliamentary network. Canada banned the installation of TikTok on government devices. The United Kingdom has banned the TikTok app from government-owned devices. Belgium banned the TikTok from government phones. The European Union banned the installation.
Is the Uyghur cultural genocide only speculations? No, it's not. But everyone in this chat is going to get fucking mad at you or myself for saying it. It's not as insane as the way that like Adrian Zen's backed, fucking Associated Press backed Western media explains it, but it certainly is a deliberate effort to find separatists, Uyghur separatists who may or may not have been radicalized in the Middle East. Okay? But it's true. They did. They did do that. They definitely re-educated them. Okay? They had re-education camps, and they certainly did that. The idea that they didn't do that is silly. Okay? That part is true. Organ harvesting and you know, all this other shit that they talk about is not true.